Today in the livestock market, cattle was steady. The USDA report this afternoon has the market kind of stalled out a little bit. The cold storage report is expected to have increase in inventories, certainly from last month, but it's lower from last year. So the futures are unable to hold that upside momentum, and we kind of stalled out a little bit here at the bottom. But we're still sitting in oversold conditions. So perhaps maybe after the report we can get a little bit of a head of steam ahead of the weekend, but it's hard to tell. Feeders were mixed today. The rising grain prices really are capping the futures right now from any significant rally. That the higher grain and just means that it's higher feed prices as well. That's really what's adding the pressure. The cattle on feed report is coming on Friday, and it's expected to be keeping futures really a little bit lower right now, and so it's kind of difficult to get this market rolling, although we are in the grilling season and it's going to be started at some point after all these rains get by, and there could be a little bit of a bump in the domestic demand. We're really hoping that that's where we're going to get a little bit of a pickup. Now, hogs were steady as well. The futures really stalled, and we're waiting for the resolution right now. There's a concern that China will not even use U.S. pork supplies to replenish their losses. That is a significant worry, but it hasn't pushed that market any lower. Even though we've had a pullback from the top, we're still kind of consolidating and moving somewhat sideways. The participation has been reduced considerably, but the futures are still staying in that range. And in the June contract, it's between 85 and 94. In the July, 88 and 97. And even in the AUG, we've got the 90 to 98 range. Now, those ranges are relatively wide when we look at the hog markets over the years, but in the last 6 months, they're not very wide at all. And so this little consolidation is just waiting to find something to dictate which way we're going to get some direction and some move. The market still looks pretty good. After all, the African swine fever is still an issue, and once we get the resolution to the trade war, I think that we might be able to get on a little bit better footing from that point.